Hi, Lou Manfredini, Ace's Home Expert, and in today's video, we're going to show you how to use a paint roller properly, making sure you get enough paint on the roller so that you put enough paint on the wall. Let me show you how it's done. All right, when it comes to using a paint roller, it starts with choosing the right roller cover for the surface that you're going to be using. You'll notice when you go to the hardware store, there's all different kinds of rollers out there, semi-smooth, smooth, rough surface. It really all depends on what you're going to be painting. In our case, we're going to be using something on a smoother surface or a semi-smooth surface. And so I'm going to be using this roller right here. And what you'll notice is this is a 9-inch roller. That's the standard size of a roller. And you'll see that the nap, that's the thickness of the actual material that the roller is made of. This is a 3/4 inch nap roller. This is sort of the average roller that most people will use for interior painting when it comes to a wall. One of the things that you also want to look at is the core. That's the actual, what's inside there. This is a synthetic core, and you'll see if you pull your thumb and your finger about 2 inches from the end, if you squeeze it, you really can't change the shape of it, and that does matter so that you get a really good application of the paint going on there. Now the roller frames, those matter as well. You want to make sure that you're choosing a really strong roller frame, and you'll see that the metal that goes around here is pretty stiff and it holds well. You'll take that roller cover and you'll go right over the top of the frame and you'll click it in place. Now, I've already placed the paint inside the roller pan here, and you've got an option here, depending on what you're going to paint, to use an extension pole. The extension poles will allow you to reach up high areas if you're working on there and gives you a little bit better control. This particular one goes from 3.5 feet to 6.5 feet, and it just basically, you loosen it up here and you extend it up and you tighten it. I'm just going to keep it all the way closed like this, nice and tight, and I'm going to place it on the end of the roller like this, and it just screws onto the end. That's it, okay? Now, once you have that all set up, it's time to apply the paint onto the roller. Now, when it comes to getting the paint on there, you want to make sure that first couple passes, you got to load up the roller. And so you're going to kind of spin it, move it in there, and you can see how I'm loading up that roller with the paint. I'm going to start applying the paint. And, you know, there's a lot of debate about whether you make a W or an M, whatever it is. I have found that you just got to go slowly and apply the paint and kind of step back. You want to make sure you have good lighting so you can see what's going on. And once you feel like, oh, I've got good coverage there, then take that roller back to the pan. But with the roller, you don't want it to dry out. Remember, we're talking a couple of hours. Maybe we're going to put a fan on there. Trick is to take a little plastic bag like this and just wrap that roller up. That way it won't dry out. It'll kind of stay in there, kind of wet and moist. And then in a couple hours, you can take it all off and start over again. And that's it. If you need more help, just go to your local Ace hardware store. We are always willing to help you. And remember to follow us on our YouTube channel. And you can always visit us at acehardware.com. Ace is the helpful place.